Hi, my name's Tom Monakamore. One thing I'm passionate about is cars, and one thing I almost immediately realized after I bought my own car was that cars are just super expensive. Most notably, I think repairs are expensive, and one way I kind of got around this was that I was able to learn how to fix my own car with the help of my dad, and so I don't have to pay for mechanic fees anymore. I only have to pay for the part itself from, say, AutoZone or somewhere. I think this is a really useful skill to have. I mean, for me, I'm already a car guy. I like cars, but even just working on my car, I've learned so much about my vehicle, and I think it's really helped me a lot and gave me a lot more knowledge. And of course, it saved me a lot of money. Um, I think one way I can ignite this passion is through a car mechanic club at Clarkson. Um, Doing so, I think it would really only require two things. The first of which is tools. One thing I remember from my visit over there is that your speed teams have a lot of tools and such a cool workshop. I don't know if I can borrow tools from them. I don't know how it works, but if I could borrow tools, that's great. Otherwise, um, Harbor Freight is a very good company. You can buy a lot of cheap tools there that'll do the job. And at least for the purpose of this club, I think just sticking to the basic stuff, you really don't need that much expensive tools. So I think there's a simple investment like a $20 or $50 wrench set with some other tools. It's a really great way to start off the club. A second thing you would need is physical space. So another thing I remember from my visit is that you guys get, at least to my knowledge, three different parking spaces you can use, which I'm sure tons of people are parking their other vehicles there, but I'm sure a lot of people aren't using their parking spaces as well. And so I think just working outside with your extra parking space is a great way to do it. Obviously, we have to be very careful about safety of the parking lot in case, like, especially if someone's changing their oil, for example, and oil spills on the parking lot. That's not very good. But I think as long as we're careful and as long as we stick to it and we don't do anything stupid, I think we're going to be fine. Obviously, the one limitation there is that in the winter when it's cold, you can't really do anything. And as a Western New Yorker myself, it's very cold for a long time. So that will be the one major limitation. Um, One last thing, in terms of like how this affects the world, I think especially in the U.S., almost everyone just drives to work unless you use public transportation. And I think knowing more about your car and knowing how to fix it and just being knowledgeable in general about your car is a very useful skill to have. And I think on top of saving you money, it'll keep you safer because you know more about your car and you're more prepared for anything to go wrong. Thank you. Bye.